How to become a good father in original life. We should have matter what age your child is or how many children you have to know that a father's work is never done. To be a good father, you have to be present, be a good disciplined and role model, and be sympathetic to your children's needs without being a pushover for your children. If you want to know how to be a good father, just follow these steps. Make time with your kids. Your children don't care if you've just had a big promotion at your company or whether or not you own the most expensive house on the block. What they do care about is whether or not you'll be home in time for dinner, if you'll take them to the baseball game on Sunday, and if you'll be around for movie night that week. If you want to be a good father, then you have to set aside time every day for your children. We should spend time with your children or at least every week no matter how busy you are. Plug this time into your schedule. Maybe your best nights for your children are Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. Take the time to put in extra care during those days, and don't let other commitments get in that day. If you have more than one child, then you should make time to see each child individually, so your unique relationships can develop. If you're so tired that you can't possibly make yourself get up to basketball with your son, daughter, do something else with him, her instead, like watching a basketball game or a basketball-themed movie. It's important that you're there in some capacity and spend time with children. Though planning daddy time for your kids each week is a great way to strengthen your relationship, you should also try to be there for important milestone in their lives. Arrange your work schedule so that you can be there for your son/daughter's first day of school, your son/daughter's first big sporting event, or your son/daughter's high school graduation. Your children will remember these moments for the rest of their lives, and having you be there will mean a lot. You may be very busy when one of your kids is about to hit a milestone, but if you miss out, you'll regret it later on. We should teach our children the important lessons for their life. You should also be present to teach your children how to complete the basic tasks of life. You can help your son, daughter teaching for use the bathroom cleanly, teach your children to brush their teeth properly, help them learn how to ride a bike, and teach them to drive when the time comes. You can also teach your sons, daughters, or how to shave, dressing, and maintain good hygiene. Your kids will need you to learn the big life lessons as well as the small everyday tasks. Split these lessons with your wife. You both teach your children the important things they need to know to grow up. Help your children learn from their mistakes. If they've done something wrong, you should help them see why and talk about how to avoid the behavior in the future instead of simply punishing them and moving on. We should teach strong communication. Being present for the important moments in your children's lives is very important, and so is being able to communicate with your children when you're there. You don't always have to do something exciting with your kids for them to enjoy hanging out with you. You just have to focus on being able to communicate with them, to understand their concerns and struggles. Make sure to check in with your kids every day, so that you know what they're worried about, what they have coming in that week, and what's on their minds. Don't just simply ask, "How was your day?" without really wanting to know the answer. If your children are teenagers or busy college students, then they may not want to discuss the details of their days with you. Just make sure to check in often enough that they know you care without feeling smooth-end. Plan trips with your kids, make time for yourself, reward your children appropriately, punish your children appropriately, don't get violent, be feared and loved with your children, earn your children's respect, shower your children with love and affection, don't place unreasonable expectations on your children, realize that a father's job is never done. Do not assume that once your children turn 21, or they have a college degree, that your work raising them is done. Although it is important to encourage your children to become financially and emotionally independent, it is also important to let them know that you care and are always there for them and that they are valued.